Yo, what's up, guys? I'm back with another recap slash rant, man. Today we're talking about the Falcons versus the Cardinals. And yes, for the first time, the Falcons have finally beat the Cardinals in the State Farm Stadium. Before that, it was 2001 when it was called something else. But man, felt good. But this game, we was trash. It was 26-19. They said the Falcons had 42 games since 2022 that has came down to one score. And against a 3-11 team like this is absolutely terrible. Glad we got the victory, but terrible the fact that we had literally went into this game against the most injured team in the NFL. They said they had 22 injured people coming into this game, and they had 77 different people play out of a 53-man roster, which is absolutely insane. And I believe they had, 5 or 6 more to get hurt this game, and we still only won by one touchdown. Now, I understand the win is the win, but that is terrible. For us to have a team the way we have and all the talent in the world and us to possibly come up short against Jacoby Brissett, no disrespect to him, but he's been on a whole bunch of different teams and stuff like that. Like I said, a whole injured team like that, and y'all come out and play like that, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. I don't know what our Falcons are doing. Definitely not what they did last week when they took care of business with the Buccaneers. But this game, as far as a Falcons fan, the only highlight that I like, shout out to CJ Henderson, man, for showing why he was a first round pick back in the day in 2022. I believe with the Panthers. Was it the Panthers? It was somebody. Dude, I always like CJ Henderson. I almost put him on my team in Madden, bro. But the dude, CJ Henderson, he showed right when he went out there when AJ got hurt. I was like, yo, CJ Henderson ain't no bum. He a dog. He was a former first round pick. I believe he was a ninth pick that year. Was it 2022? And I think they said that was the last time he got an interception as well. That man is a baller. Glad that we had him. Glad that we signed him. Glad that we actually put people out there that know how to play for a change. Only thing I told y'all every week that I'm talking about, where the heck is Nick Nash? They got some dude named Aranio. I don't even know who the heck this guy is. But anyway, Falcons 26, the Cardinals 19. We did end winning the game. This game was sloppy. It started off terrible. We was getting blown out by them guys, but I'm glad we did fight our way to win. But it shouldn't. Why did they make it look so difficult all the time? I understand the NFL team, you can't take nobody lightly, but a 3-11 team with literally almost everybody on a fourth, third string guys. Come on now. Anyway, Kirk Cousins, 21 for 35, 197 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The interception was tipped, and he got sacked one time. By the way, Bijan Robinson, it's a homecoming for him. I believe they said he grew up, he went to like Arizona High School or something like that, and his family was there, and he broke records from 2019. The dude was just balling out and stuff like that. So shout out to Bijan Robinson. And it's about time they have a story about Bijan Robinson, and we actually win the game that they have a story on. So good stuff like that for putting on the show in front of his family. He had 16 carries for 76 yards. Look at this. Tyler Algier had 16 carries as well. The first time they actually max carries was 79 yards. So actually, Tyler Algier had 4 more yards rushing than Bijan Robinson this game. But Bijan Robinson led our team with yards. Kyle Pitts also had 7 receptions. Bijan Robinson had 92 yards and a touchdown. Kyle Pitts had 757 and a touchdown. Drake London only 3 for 27. And Darnell Mooney 2 for 24. So yeah. Offense was mid. But I'm glad Kyle Pitts looks like he's doing a lot better. Glad they finally using this man in the red zone like they did last week. I don't understand. Before this, they was always taking this man out in the red zone. It made no sense to do the 6'6", taller than Tony Gonzalez, taller than Julio, but they just take him out in the red zone. Finally, them using that man in the red zone makes a lot of sense, and it's about freaking time. So Kyle Pitts, 757, like I said, a touchdown average, 8.1 yard of reception, which is absolutely insane. Like I said, I'm looking at the stats right here, so I'm looking over here. This is crazy work, man. And by the way, what's so crazy about Jacoby Brissett, I was thinking about this, right? It was, when I was looking up this man, I was like, yo, yeah, he been on a lot of teams. And then I was like, oh, shoot, he won the Super Bowl. And I was like, yo, let me check what Super Bowl it is. And then when I looked at it, I was like, here we go with this junk, bro. It was the Super Bowl that, of course, our Falcons win against the dang Patriots. This man, Jacoby Brissett, is a Super Bowl champion as a backup on the Patriots. And the team he won against was us. So, yes. So, Jacoby Brissett, us Falcons are the reason why Jacoby Brissett is a Super Bowl champion. Crazy work. Jacoby Brissett was 16 for 31, 203 yards, a touchdown, interception, 2 sacks. I believe Dorlus got him one, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check it out real quick. They had Michael Carter running the ball. That man was going crazy at first, but we only held him 11 carries for 65 yards. He didn't score. That man Connor, dude, didn't score as well. Receiving, that man Elijah Higgins, was going crazy on this. 7 receptions, 91 yards. Michael Wilson had a crazy catch to start off the game. Weaver actually had 2 receptions. I didn't get a chance to see that. Marvin Harrison, Colorado guy, by the way, Weaver. And Marvin Harrison Jr. had 1 catch after AJ Terrell had got hurt or something like that. So yeah, it was a weird game, man. I'm not impressed by anything. Only highlighted this game for me was Dorlus, AJ Terrell doing good against Marvin Harrison, CJ Henderson coming up clutch. I thought it was going to be Jesse Bates or Xavier Watts at the end of the game. But other than that, we got a lot of work to do, man. This is a terrible showing by the Falcons, and we almost lost again. And I know you got to take a win for a win, but if you want to think that you're a playoff team, you deserve to be in a spot that the Panthers are in right now because they beat the Buccaneers, because we took care of the Buccaneers the other week. The Panthers are now going to be the leaders of the division, and they'll go to the playoffs. I told y'all Bryce Young was a dog. I was like, oh, man, you might as well. You sound like a Panthers fan. I'm definitely not a Panthers fan, but I told you, from seeing my eyes and going there, Bryce Young is different. Now that he has a support around him, he's going to do what he got to do, and that's all I got to say about that. Bryce Young is going to do what he got to do, but as far as us this game, we got to do better, man. I still think we need to put Nick Nash out there and stop what the Steelers do, even though Steele did a good job last week. Mooney's not the same since he's been hurt or whatever. What the heck did Mooney even do this game, man? Mooney had 2 receptions for 24 yards. David Seals 0 for 0. Like I said, Charlie Warner, that whole little interaction what happened with Kirk Cousins and Charlie Warner, that was Kirk Cousins' fault. You gonna motion them and then hike the ball right there. That was just dumb on my part. But accidents happen. I'm not really worried about that. So who had the sack? C.J. Henderson obviously got the interception. The sack, 0.5, James Pierce, Arnold Ebiketie. They should use him a lot more. Every time he's out there, he usually gets a sack. Dorlus. Yeah, Dorlus had the 0.5. Okay, cool. That was pretty much it as far as the game. Zane made both field goals. That was good for us. They missed, I think, 2 of them or something like that. So if you think about it, the game probably could have been closer if the field goal kicker didn't miss them field goals. Next week, we got a Monday night game against the Rams. I did not know it was a Monday night game, and I not know it was here. So on the 29th, we have a game here. I don't know how we're going to go against the Rams. History-wise, we have good games against the Rams, but it's been a while since we've had those type of games. But as far as this game, if we play anything like how we played this game, we will get destroyed and completely blown out at home. And Raheem the Dream, all other stuff, you got to think that's the team that he won the Super Bowl with as a defensive coordinator. And I believe the Buccaneers, he didn't win as a Buccaneer, did he? As a coordinator, I'm not sure. We'll see how that goes. I forgot who the teams he won as a defensive coordinator. I think it was the Buccaneers and it was the Rams, but I know the Rams for sure. So that's going to be an interesting matchup for Raheem the Dream Morris to go up against his old head coach that he won the ring with. So we're going to see about that. Let me know what y'all think. Like, subscribe. This game it was mid as far as our talent. We look like we were trash in certain instances, but the fact that we got the victory, that's all that matters. And I still think Raheem and Zach Robinson and all them guys, they on the chopping block, but it looked like it was better play calling, but it was just terrible execution, and we got to do better. So, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Let me know what y'all think. Anything else? I'm trying to think. Man, I think that's it. Shout out to everybody, man. I'm out.